Hey guys, what's up? Kyle here with Colossus Gaming, and we're here today with my top 5 Sandbox MMOs of 2013. So today we're going to be looking at currently released games, games in closed beta, and games that are coming up this year. Alright, so coming in at number 5 we have Dragon's Prophet. Dragon's Prophet is a game that I'm currently in the closed beta on and have played, but I can't talk about it too much because there is an NDA on that. But basically, it is supposedly a sandbox MMO. I would call it more of a sand park MMO, a mix between a theme park and a sandbox MMO. Something really cool about it though is the dragon taming system. You can capture a dragon and you can ride it and you can fight with it. It's really cool and unique, and it's new, and I haven't seen it in an MMO ever before. So that's going good for the game. They're going to be having player housing soon, which is also good. I don't know exactly how that's going to be done yet. Something about like floating islands or something like that. They haven't announced it really yet. And it has a really awesome combat system. It's not like click to target and then hit 1, 2, 3, 4 till your target's dead. You have to click, left click, right click every time. Do different skills. You can get different combos if you do the right skills in the right order. It's a really cool combat system. I like the effects of the combat system, but it's still a generic MMO. After a few hours of playing, I honestly got bored with it because you get quests, kill 10 of this, go find this guy, move on to the next town, kill 10 more of this, go find this person, and it's really boring. I mean, it's not like wow, I can't really explain it. But let's move on to number 4 on my list, and that's Darkfall Unholy Wars. I was also in the closed or open beta, whatever you want to call it, of this before it released, and I was planning on doing a series on it, but I never did because honestly I kind of got disappointed with the game. But it's a good game. It's a solid sandbox game, one of the best that are currently released. Dragon's Prophet's in closed beta. This one's currently released. The PvP in this game is sublime. It's the best PvP I've ever had in any game. There's open world PvP with full loot. You can kill pretty much open world. In the new Darkfall they have safe zones in the towns. But other than that, you can kill anyone, anywhere, and take all their stuff. There's really cool clan PvP with clan-owned towns. The PvP system is just awesome. And my favorite thing about this game, which is the reason why I started playing the original Darkfall, was the naval system. It's so realistic. You can get a boat and you walk around on it, and you can have as many people as you can fit on it, and then you can have cannons and stuff. You have to craft these ships. It's really cool. I would suggest checking this game out. There'll be a link in the description. And of course, I can't forget about the crafting and gathering with this game. It's, for a sandbox game, really good. One of the best sandbox games I've ever played. Now, next, at number 3 on my list, we have the Repopulation. I don't know too much of this game, even though I've been following it since about 2011, when it was really small. I know it's going to have some awesome faction PvP. They're planning some sort of cool system, which I don't know much about. But there's going to be player cities, which are kind of like player cities in Darkfall, where you can craft all the stuff in the city, and there's no levels. So this is kind of reminding me of a mix between Star Wars Galaxies and Darkfall, but I can't really compare apples to oranges, so we'll just wait and see what comes out with this game. Alright, coming in at number 2 on the list, this was a really hard decision. I could not decide if I should put this one at number 1 or number 2. This took me probably about 40 minutes to decide. So, number 2 is Wurm Online. This is one of my favorite games. I played for 3-4 years. I was a community assistant on it. Loved the game. Best sandbox game I've ever played. So, my favorite thing about this was the house and city building in the game. You can place anything anywhere, like you can place a wall anywhere. It's not like you press a button and you build the whole house. It really brings in the freedom to create and be creative. And same with the city building. It brings the freedom to be creative, try to get a good looking city, but maybe you want to get a really defendable city that you can defend in PvP. And that is the best thing about this game. Now coming in another feature about this is the PvP in Kingdom PvP with this. It's the only reason I wouldn't say this is the best PvP out of any of the Sandbox games. The only reason Darkfall's PvP is better than this is because of the graphics in Darkfall. It makes it more enjoyable. Because sadly, Wurm Online, I think they might have changed this recently, has no animations. So it can get kind of boring if you're going for the graphics. The graphics on this game are pretty bad. They've been getting better though. They just recently added armor and weapons that you actually see on your characters, and they have some animations. Also is the crafting. Crafting's just awesome. Like most Sandbox MMOs, gather the resources, craft, and it's a great crafting system. So now coming in at number 1 is a game a lot like Wurm. And this game sadly hasn't released yet like most of the other games on my list. And this is the one I'm most excited for. It's Greedmonger. So I am a Kickstarter supporter of this game. I've been following it for a long time. And it's looking great. It's looking like Wurm Online, but with better graphics. And that's what I'm really excited for. Now, I don't know too much about this game because I don't have personal experience with it. But I know it's going to be open world housing just like Wurm. Except you won't be able to build like in Wurm. You kind of have to play Wurm to understand what I'm saying, but the houses are like pre-done for you. And also, I know there's PvE in the game, and it's supposed to be the main focus of the game over PvP, which I'm not sure about because I'm big into PvP. Also, we have the crafting, which I also do not know much about. But I assume it's going to be just like Wurm, where you cut down trees. I actually know the resource gatherings like Wurm. And then we have the graphics, of course, which are a lot better than Wurm Online. They're not the best graphics I've ever seen, but they're pretty good, especially for a Sandbox MMO. They're up there with Darkfall's graphics, which would have to be the other game on the list with the best graphics. So, thanks for watching my top 5 Sandbox MMOs of 2013. If you liked my video, remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing. I will be updating this list as the year goes on. If you're into good graphics, currently released Sandbox MMOs, I would definitely recommend checking out Darkfall. If you're just looking for a really good Sandbox MMO, I would suggest checking out Wurm Online. Those are the 2 games that you can go out, buy, and play right now. Alright guys, see you guys next time. Peace.